Last week, I shared you how to do composite recording and vocal comping in Pro Tools. This week, I'm going to show you how to do the same thing in Ableton. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 in comping vocals. This time we're going to show you how to do it in Ableton. If you missed last week's episode, go back and check that out. I show you how to do it in Pro Tools. Before we begin, let's talk about what comping vocals is. Using composite tracks or comping allows you to take the best parts of your recordings. What you're basically doing is you're recording multiple takes of the same thing, and then you can pick all the best parts and put them into one take. Now, last week in Pro Tools, I showed you how to create a new take and start on 0.01 and then use your main track as the composite track. Ableton works a little bit differently, and the way to do it is you need to actually turn on the loop mode to record this. So let's go ahead and just loop up 4 bars. And I'm going to use my vocals as an example to show you how this works in Ableton. So let's turn this on Record Enable. Now, the one most important thing you need to pay attention to is you need to turn the automation mode off to be able to show the take lanes. See, as I turn this off, I get the option to show the take lanes here. But let's go ahead and record some stuff. This is an example of using Ableton to record take lanes. As you can see, we're recording in a loop-based fashion. This is an example of using Ableton to record take lanes. As you can see, we are recording in a loop-based fashion. This is an example of using Ableton to record takes. As you can see, we're recording in a loop-based fashion. And there it is. So we have, if you right-click now I can see these take lanes, and I made 3 different takes. So all you have to do, this is an example of using Ableton to record take lanes. I have a 4th one down here, which I really don't need, so you can literally just get rid of that if you'd like. But you just use this little speaker. This is an example of using Ableton to record take lanes. As you can see, we are recording in a loop-based fashion. This is an example of using Ableton to record takes. So I kind of like the enthusiasm in this first one. So all you got to do is turn on the pencil, and then you can just draw, and it's going to put that up there. And you know what? I kind of like this phrase. Boom. See, now it put vocal 2 there. And I kind of like this phrase right here. So there it put vocal 3, but it already had it. So, you know, I like this word. And then you basically are comping everything together. And then you can turn the pencil off and listen. Uncheck recording in a loop. We are recording loop. This is an example of using Ableton to record takes. As you can see, we are recording loop-based fashion. And so then it's a little sloppy in a loop. We are in a loop. Recording in a loop-based. This is an example. We're recording in a loop. So there, that's pretty clean. And from there, you can clean that up, and you can literally add fades to everything if you'd like. And it makes it very easy to clean up these chop points right here. So I recommend adding little crossfades and just getting things nice and tidy, because it's going to help overall with the editing, the edits. See, we're recording in a loop-based fashion. And personally, I'm more of an avid Pro Tools user when it comes to recording and doing things like this. I haven't personally, this is a newer Ableton feature, so I haven't really done a lot of it. I do most of my recording in Pro Tools. And if you missed my video on Pro Tools versus Ableton, I'll leave you a link up above. But this is totally possible. And you don't just have to do this with vocals. You could do this with instruments. The reason why Ableton does it is in a loop-based fashion is that Ableton is designed to be more of a production suite, whereas Pro Tools is kind of like a tape recorder. And so I assume that Ableton is thinking that the producer that's recording themselves is going to be doing this, and you just take that part over and over. You can do this with MIDI as well, and you can comp up MIDI. So if you're doing a part over and over, and then you just want to comp the best parts, that's totally possible. So this is how you use composite tracks, or better known as take lanes, in Ableton. If you have any questions on using take lanes in Ableton, then be sure to leave me a comment down below. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and the bell notification will keep you up to date. My name is Freddie from Distinct Mastering, and have a great day.